I said, okay. Bingo. Let me get this straight. You don't know what you want your daughters to do. You want it all clean in that weird order, but you can't tell me what. And you expect your 3, 6, and 9-year-old to figure it out. And then blame them when they don't. How does this make sense? Give me one specific thing. Christy, I want the room clean. No, we're not doing that again. One specific thing. As well, if they could just pick up their trash. Awesome. We could do that. Here's what you do. You go home and you say, girls, while they're doing their bedtime story, and you have their attention. Girls, it would make Daddy so happy. Daddy works so hard, and it makes him so happy he comes home and the house is clean. Right? That would be so great. Do you guys think that you could pick up the trash in your room every day? What is every 3, 6, and 9-year-old girl going to do? Yes. They're going to clean. It's going to make Daddy happy. I said, no, there's a cost here. Daddy has to be happy. Okay, so every night you say, thank you so much, that helped Daddy out, right? That's Pavlov. It's how with the food. They want your attention. Girls, they want to make Daddy happy. So every night you go, thank you so much, that helps Daddy out. So this man, he comes back a week later. He goes, yeah, Chrissy, well, they're picking up trash, but they're not doing anything else. I go, I know. I said it's going to take you 4 weeks, right? I know. Give me a minute, right? Well, Christy, I need the room. I understand. What would you like me to do? Clean the room. We went through this again. It took 5 minutes this time. And I'm like, okay, no, we learned this last time, right? What specifically? So Funny's like, well, if they could just put away their clothes. Awesome. Go home and you say what?
Your clothes are going to make Daddy happy.
Right. You say you've been making Daddy so happy, doing all this. Do you think you guys could put your clothes away? That would make Daddy really happy. Chrissy, might I have to do this for everything? I go, no. Be patient. It took 9 years to get here. Give me 3 weeks. Okay. So every day he does that. He comes back and he goes, well, yeah, well, they're, putting their clothes away and, putting it trash, but the room's still a mess, Christy. I go, I know. Got 1 week left. Okay? What would you like me to do? Now, this only lasted 2 minutes of the clean the room. Okay, just bear with me. What would you like to do? Okay, well, if they can make their bed.
Okay.
Awesome. What do we do?
Tell them that happy. You make your bed.
It makes me so happy to do these 2 things. Do you guys think you can make your bed too? Because that'd be really cool. Right? And then you're happy. He goes, Christy. I go, trust me. Right? He goes home. What do the girls do?
Make their bed.
Okay, here's interesting. He came back and he goes, Christy, they cleaned their whole room. They vacuumed. They, did the laundry. They did everything. I go, I know. That's what I get paid the big bucks for. So do you have to do every little thing? So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so you start at the beginning. You know exactly what you want. So I had to teach Misha about invisible fence. Do you guys know what invisible fence is? Okay, so she's got this collar. I'm going to screw myself. Okay, she's got this collar, and it attaches to her neck, and there's a wire all the way around my property. And when she goes too close to that wire, it beeps at her. So it goes beep, beep, beep. And if she keeps going, it shocks her. Basically, I don't want to live in my yard. That's the whole idea. So I had to teach Misha on how to do this. Now, what most dog owners tell me is they go, oh, dogs know their yard. They'll figure it out. They'll get shocked and not do it again. Okay, this is about the most cruel thing ever. First of all, do dogs know what this arbitrary thing called the yard is? No. Do they understand why they're being shocked from heaven? No. Here's what will happen. You have a 1 in 3 chance that dog will learn not to leave your yard. Option number 1, the dog runs the other way. And if the dog runs in the street, the shock does stop. So what does the dog learn? To run in the street. How do you get away from the shock? You run in the street. These are the same animals that will go, well, they'll just take one for the team. Like they attribute all these things to the dog. I'm going, no, the dog's going, that's the safe place. In the street. The dog runs sideways, in which case the dog continues to get shocked for 2 minutes. The dog now becomes petrified of the yard. Is that what you want them to learn?
No.
No. The dog happens to, God forbid, be peeing. At the moment it gets shocked, what we'll learn? Peeing outside gets you shocked. Yeah, that's what my uncle taught his dog. That peeing outside gets a shock. So now the dog won't pee outside. He's going to pee in the house. Okay. Or the dog runs towards the house and the dog learns to stay in the yard. You get 1 and 3. First of all, I think it's totally cruel. Right? Let the dog figure it out. So I want to start at the beginning. So the first thing I do is, we had to get it like a cat. Probably to like have a special fit because Misha was so small. But the first thing I do is I covered up the shockers with duct tape. I'm not covering up the nose with duct tape. I don't want a shocker, right? Why don't I want a shocker? Right. Should I punish her for something she doesn't know yet?
No.
No. How mean is that? Right? So this is rule number 3. Start with what? What you do want. What is it I do want for Misha?
You do not want her to be petrified?
Right? You start with what I didn't want.
Okay.
What is it I do want?
Okay. You want her to stay within the confines of the compound, the property?
Yeah, I want her to stay in the yard.
Yeah.
That's different than I don't want her to leave the yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Start with what it is you do want somebody to do. How often do we start with what we don't want? I don't know. Listen to how we talk to kids. Don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't say that.
You start with
Don't
what you don't want them to do.
what you don't want. And when you start with what you don't want, it's not exactly fair. So
It causes fear and panic.
right. Well, let's talk about, remember attention is want or need? Okay. So I'm a psychologist, so I get to like listen and I get to hear it differently because I don't have to take them home. Here's how this conversation often goes. Mom, excuse me, Mom, I gotta tell you something. Mom. And eventually what's gonna happen? What? Usually they go nothing. Okay. What is it that they wanted? Attention. Did they start with a perfectly reasonable request for attention? Oh, look at that. Mom. All you hear is mom. What did I start with?
Mom.
Mom, I gotta tell you something. Mom, I want to show you something.
The low
You
tone,
didn't even hear it from me.
with the low tone.
Right. Is that a perfectly reasonable, appropriate response for attention? I say, can you sorry, excuse me, I want to show you something. Would you ever just ignore me?
No.
No. So what you've done is taught that kid what not to do. Don't yell. But you didn't teach them what?
To do.
What to do. Can you blame them?
Mm-mm.
That's the only thing that works. They tried the appropriate way. So you didn't even hear it from me. And I can totally empathize what it's like to be a parent. I at least try. It's noisy all the time. You block a lot of stuff out, but you block out the appropriate stuff a lot of times. And so we go to the not appropriate stuff. So you don't want to start with don't do that. You want to start with do that. People don't hear no. Don't think about elephants. What's the first thing you think about? Nah, probably not. Elephants. Don't think about elephants. Don't think about tornadoes. Like the first thing your brain doesn't hear no. So you start with what you do want. What I do want is for Misha to stay in the yard. So I'm not going to punish her yet because that's what I don't want. So I'm going to wrap it up and then I'm going to take her out and we're going to go on a leash. This will take exactly 5 days. You don't know how many dog owners look at me and go, Chrissy, I don't have that kind of time. You're going to live with this creature for the next 15 years. It's 5 minutes, 4 times a day for 5 days.
Make the time.
You're going to make the time to clean up after them, chase them. Really? You got the time. So here's what you do. I'm going to take Misha out in the yard and put him on a leash, and we're going to go to the yard line. And what's going to happen? It's going to go beep, 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 right? Remember, it makes a noise?
Mm-hmm.
And every time it goes beep, 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 I'm going to go, oh, run away. And we're going to run away. And she's going to get a treat. Beep equals what?
Stop.
No. No, that doesn't equal stop. What did I say?
Caution.
No. You guys are starting with what you don't want.
Okay. What
Let's
you
go
don't
up
want.
to the line and go, oh, beep, beep. Run away. I'm teaching her that the beep is actually good. Beep means do what?
Run away.
And run where?
To the house.
So I keep her on a leash so we run the right way. Right? I forgot that part. So every time we go, oh, beep, 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 run away. She thinks this is a great game. I'm teaching her that I want that the yard is
Safe.
safe. The yard's fun. Not only safe, the yard's fun. Why would you ever want to leave the yard? The yard's great. So run away. And pretty soon she'll like put a whisker over there and go, run away, right? So she's learned what I do want. When she hears that I want her to do what? Run to the house. The biggest problem is with just throwing her out there, she doesn't know what direction to run. Right? Remember, she's going to run.
You're trying to give her a notion of safety running towards the house?
Well, and happiness. Running to the house is fun. Right? I'm teaching her what I do want. What I do want her to behave this way. And when we run to the house, it's happy making, right?
But the fact that you take her towards the fence, then you say wrong. She will have a very different picture of it. She's gonna begin to think that by the time she comes closer to the fence, you say run away. It means that something goes into her brain that the fence is a little bit unsafe. So
no, I'm not teaching her something. I'm teaching her run away. That's fun. We have fun, right? At least run away, and we have treats and balls, and running away is good. Okay? So what I'm teaching her at this moment, that running away is good. Always towards the house. So her instinct that the good, happy, fun, safe place to be is running towards the house. I don't want to teach her anything's bad yet because she doesn't know what I do want. So you don't teach her what I don't want. I want her to do want. What I do want is for her to stay in the house. The house is fun. So every time we go near it, run away. And pretty soon you can't really get her to set it off anymore because it's too fun. It's like a kid going whisker and run away because she wants to play the game. Now, after about 3 days, I have to take the duct tape off because I have to teach her something else. Right? I taught her what I do want. But what does she have to learn?
What you don't want.
What I don't want. This sucks. Because how hard is it for me to get her to cross the line now?
Towards the house.
Right. It's fun. We run to the house. To get her to go across the line enough to get shocked is really hard. In fact, I usually have to go on the other side of the line, which feels like the biggest betrayal ever, and trick her. But I need her to get shocked in front of me, so I know she goes the right way. What does she have to be shocked for? What's the second lesson? So running the house is good.
Mm-hmm.
Going the other way is
Bad.
bad. And she has to learn that.
They don't.
Huh?
They don't do that.
Yeah. How many times has Nisha been shocked? Well, I made her get shocked once. And I tricked her. And I felt like a terrible, terrible person. But she has to get shocked, and I need her to get shocked when I'm there, just in case she freaks out and doesn't go the right way.
So you really have it?
Yeah. Is it? How many times has Nisha been shocked? Now, I've walked across, I made my roommate walk across now. It feels like when you scuff your shoes in the winter and touch metal. It's startling, it's uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt. It just kind of scares you. I have it set down at the very lowest level. Here's the thing though, if she was to run in the street and get run over, how much more will that hurt? If she was to run away, how many times keep her on a lead? You know, people that keep their dog on a long lead, they get strangled, tied up, you trip on them. So ultimately, one little static shock is infinitely preferable to, and that's why I stay with her to make sure she doesn't actually get harmed in any way. I can help her, you know. It doesn't happen again because she goes, oh no, we don't like that. The happy place is the yard. So now it's important to go through this process. This took me 5 days. It took me 5 minutes, 3 times a day for 5 days. Did I have to teach this lesson again? No. So here's another rule. Okay, start with what you do want. Rule number 3. Or 4. All behavior generalizes. Okay. So, week 4, girls will clean up the whole room. Going back to that dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, week 5, dad comes back and goes, Christy, they cleaned the whole house. Like the whole house, like the living room, the vacuum. I go, no kidding. Mm-hmm. What happened that they cleaned the whole house?
You want to make it happen.
They got the concept. And what you want to do is teach concepts, right? They got the concept of what clean is. Once you get the concept of what clean is, they're able to deduce what that means.